President Muhammadu Buhari says his administration will support a constitutional amendment to free local governments from the stranglehold of states and better the lot of Nigerians at the community level. Receiving the leadership of the Association of Local Governments in Nigeria, AGON, in Abuja, President Buhari said a constitutional amendment was urgently required to clearly define the relationship among the three tiers of government. In a statement by the Senior Special Assistant on Media and Publicity, Malam Garba Shehu, the president described the frosty relationship between states and local government as a very serious constitutional problem. The president, who acknowledged the request by the AGON for the release of $3.2 billion wrongfully deducted by the federal government for the final settlement of foreign debts in 2005, advised the AGON executive to hold consultations with their people and lawyers with a view to presenting a bill that will seek a constitutional amendment to free the councils from the state governments. Supported by Mrs. Kemi Adeosun, the Minister of Finance, President Buhari said the government recognized the judgment debt, but the timing of the request for its repayment was wrong given the current economic situation in the country. In his remark, Acting AGON National President Ibrahim Ahmed Karaye presented a 6-point demand to the president, which included the repayment of the $3.2 billion debt and the need to ensure the sovereignty of local government administration in the country. The AGON leaders expressed their full support to President Buhari's program on improving security, anti-corruption campaign, and economic revival.
The federal government says $1 billion will be raised from Eurobonds before December 2016 and another $1.1 billion to be injected as part of efforts to revive the economy already hit by recession. Director General Debt Management Office, Mr. Abraham Nwankwo, who disclosed this Tuesday in Abuja during a media chat with journalists, said all borrowing will be used for capital projects. Mr. Nwankwo added that in raising the money, local and international banks will take part to fast-track vetting process, screening, and selection.
We are very focused on the fact that these monies are needed urgently to solve our problem, to turn around the economy, and we are working on that. For what will they be used? Of course, for capital projects. Every money borrowed in 2016 as per the appropriation bill will be for capital projects. We are raising $1 billion. We are following due process to the restricted terms as we have always done. And we are ensuring that local transaction parties must be involved. Local Nigerian banks will be involved. Local legal advisors will be involved.
Minister of Finance Kemi Adeosun disclosed that additional 350 billion naira will be released for capital expenditure projects, which she said large part of the money went into power, defense, works, and housing. The minister also disclosed that government has approved external borrowing plan with interest rates of 1.5% and a 40-year maturity to intervene in critical sectors.
We need to switch the economy from a consumption-driven economy to an investment-driven economy. That's the long-term focus. That's the focus on capital spending. So that's why you see a lot of effort on reducing some of the ghost workers, working on efficiency. That's consumption spending, and moving that money, channeling that money into investment in infrastructure. And that's what we've been doing. Since the budget was passed in May, we spent over released and cash backed fully, over 420 billion in capital releases. As we speak now, we're about to, when we finish here, go and do another cash plan to release another 350 billion. That's between May and now. And what are the sectors that we spent the money on? Of course, the largest has been power works and housing. Quite a lot has gone on defense because we needed to rebuild and retool the capability of our army, particularly to continue with the efforts in the northeast. 2 weeks ago, we approved the external borrowing plan. That was very important because if you remember when we said we would borrow the cheapest money first. We have approvals in that plan from the World Bank, from ADB, from GCA, with interest rates as low as 1.5% and tenures as long as 40 years to intervene in some specific areas, which include agriculture, education, health, rebuilding of the Northeast, and there are a lot of, and of course the railway projects.
The minister, however, said the country plans to borrow about 1.8 trillion naira to fund an expected budget deficit of 2.2 trillion naira. Osam Raffo, Ben Television.
Hi, Mike.
Babe, it's been over 12 hours. Are you done thinking about it? Is yes, yes?
Convince me.
I know how much confidence style mean to you. Let me take you somewhere.
What's that?
A superior leading international hospitality chain in the heart of Africa.
And?
They offer very distinct services. Their meeting halls and all their hotels offer conference solutions that can help plan a perfect function for any occasion. They feature outdoor catering and provide services for any size event.
Keep going. You got me thinking now.
The beauty, the decor, and the views. It's the hotel experience you always dreamed of. They have up-to-date entertainment and a variety served at the fast food restaurant and snack bar. Oh, and don't even get me started on the garden bar or the nightclub. You would have everything you need within your reach without having to go out.
Wow. So what if I want to...
Cook? They got you, babe. The rooms are thoughtfully furnished with facilities that aid proper cooking, just like you would at home.
Where is this place?
And it's sweets.
Wow.
So, will you marry me?
Yes. How can I refuse?
Not Sweets, a colorful affair.
The National Bureau of Statistics has released its Consumer Price Index, with Nigeria's inflation hitting 17.6% year-on-year, which is 0.5% higher from 17.1% in July. NBS, in its inflation report for August, stated that increase was fueled by index in housing, water, electricity, gas and other fuel, education and transportation services. The Bureau noted increases were recorded in all COI-COP divisions, which contribute to the headline index, reflecting higher prices across the board. The food index rose by 16.4% year-on-year in August, up by 0.6 percentage points from 15.8% recorded in July. The highest price increases were recorded in meat, fish and bread and cereals groups.
Former Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget in Anambra State, Professor Chinyere Okunna, have advised federal government to look beyond party politics and seek for more professional advice to take Nigeria out of the biting economic crisis it's currently facing. Professor Okunna, in an exclusive interview with Ben Television in Awka, Anambra State, said the effort by the government to look beyond oil to other sectors is a welcome development, noting that the nation has no future in mono economy.
The agricultural revolution in Anambra State is taking place at a point where all Nigerians have come to realize that there's no future in one crop, that is a mono economy. For so long has oil been the only mainstay of Nigeria. People have now accepted that we must diversify. And when you talk about diversification, one of the strongest, if not the strongest, item on the agenda should be agriculture. We have the capacity, we have the land, we have the people that can go into agriculture meaningfully. So I don't see anybody who is coming after the government in Anambra State not sustaining agriculture. The person will have no choice because oil will have been either gone completely.
She noted that the appointment of those that will manage the economy of the nation should not be used as a political settlement.
I think I'm beginning to believe that we don't have our best hands in planning and budgeting in Nigeria today in the economy. People have alleged that it is not a time to reward political allies. You know, our president has been accused of saying that it is only those who voted for him that he will appoint into key positions. or those who understand what he's doing. That is his core inner circle. Nigeria is at a point now where that kind of policy is totally unacceptable. Whether people voted for you, whether they even don't like you, you should look around the country today and find your best hands and put into positions in the economy. Because right now, we're in jeopardy. Buhari should look for the best people anywhere, even outside his own party, and make sure he appoints them to salvage this country. The economy is adrift. We're in recession, officially accepted. The Naira has collapsed. I hear maybe it's up to 450 now, or thereabout. It is not a time to keep looking for your own people. Even your strongest enemy, if he or she is good to salvage this economy, you can appoint him. If you recover, you could sack him if you want to. But right now, this country is in jeopardy, and unless something drastic is done.
She also commended Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano for his giant strides in making the state one of the outstanding states in Nigeria in the area of agriculture and human development. In Awka, Anambra State, LM Chukwemeka reports.